Good morning. Welcome to Mighty Monday, 5th May. I'm calling it mighty because I and many others had to climb mighty mountains after loss. My greatest mountain was after losing my eldest son. Today is the anniversary of the day I lost my son, Bruce, to suicide, now 11 years ago, and the grief is as mighty now as it was then. I believe International Bereaved Mothers' Day was yesterday, May the 4th, dedicated to acknowledging the grief of mothers who have lost a child, whether through miscarriage or other ways. But my video today is not just to acknowledge the grief of everyone who has lost a loved one, but to bring comfort and hope with tips on how to move forward after loss of any kind. Loss is a deeply personal journey and involves acknowledging and processing your grief, adapting to a new way of life, which I call enduring. Enduring life in a hopeful, even positive way to honour your loved one. It's not about moving on. That implies leaving your grief and your loved one behind. Moving forward means embracing the idea that you can still live a meaningful life and in the process honour your loved one. Remember, healing is a gradual process. There's no right or wrong way and is different for everyone. I've done videos and blogs on the stages of grief, but it's only when you actually experience it that you realise these stages do not happen in the way they are written about, often not sequential, often all in one day, perhaps even 1 hour, 1 minute. I wrote about the pain of losing my son to suicide in my book titled The Weight of Emptiness, Comfort and Hope for the Loss of a Loved One. I found this experience very therapeutic, as did those who gave me permission to share their stories of loss in my book. Thank you again to all of them. They uplifted and inspired me. And thanks also to Zena von Rollock for suggesting the title. I've set up a tribute page and include the link below, as there are so many deaths that we do not hear about, to cancer, heart disease, strokes, and to suicide. Suicide is so prevalent that it doesn't even make headline news now. However, this video is not about dwelling on the sadness and pain, but to offer tips that everyone can use to endure life in the best way possible. Coping with loss of any kind, whether of a loved one, a relationship, or a job, is a deeply personal and challenging process. It's vital to allow yourself permission to grieve, acknowledge your emotions, and seek support. And remember to take care of your physical, mental, emotional, and psychological health. You can listen to my YouTube video on the many reactions you will experience: mental, emotional, physical, behavioural. But I wanted to focus in this short video on my tips, which are more coping strategies to help you endure each day in a different way. Not just loss of a loved one, but loss of any kind, relationships, jobs, whatever. So here are the tips. Excuse me. 1. Acknowledge and accept your emotions, which may be and probably are intense and unpredictable. Remember, it's okay to feel a range of feelings, including sadness, anger, confusion, sometimes even relief. Let yourself cry, but find a time when you are alone and let it all out. I say alone because if you're with others, they will get upset and they'll start to ask you why you're crying, and sometimes you don't even know. You don't really know why you're crying. You just need to sob. I have a tip called my red door, blue door, which is a technique to stop you from crying or sobbing when it's not appropriate. So you can contact me on pat@mindcircles.co.uk to find out more about this technique. As a funeral celebrant, I use this tip often. The second tip is be patient with yourself. You will experience ups and downs, highs and lows. Everyone is different. When we experience loss of any kind, we are not all in the same boat. We're all in very different boats. So take time to grieve your loss. When overwhelmed, a quick tip is to breathe. That's the B of my ABC method. The third tip is be kind to yourself. Acknowledge you're going through a difficult time. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Never compare yourself to others who are grieving. As I said earlier, you're not all in the same boat. You're in very different boats. Acknowledge your progress and be proud of yourself for working through your loss. The next tip, the fourth tip, is share your feelings with trusted people, friends, family, or seek professional support. For those who have lost a loved one, I say their name often. I know many people find this difficult, but when you say your loved one's name, it keeps their memory alive, and it also helps others who don't know what to say to you. I tell people it's okay to talk about my son and say his name, and of course sharing is caring and helps healing. This is what I found by writing my book. But you can use a journal or a diary to write down your thoughts and your memories. Accept things that are beyond your control. The fifth tip, take care of your physical health. Remember to eat a healthy diet. Prioritise sleep. Exercise regularly. Now, you don't need to run a marathon. Just take a walk in nature. This puts a new perspective on everything. And you've perhaps looked at my Pat's Pup Park poodles. These are my walks in nature. I just love being surrounded by nature, the beauty of nature. The sixth tip, take care of your mental health, your mental, emotional and psychological health. This is of vital importance. Now, I know experienced loss is very challenging, but try to find ways of how the loss has shaped your life and how you can move forward into the future, and find ways to create a fulfilling life for yourself. And when you've lost a loved one, living a fulfilling life honours their life. Creativity builds resilience and courage to change your mindset to a more positive one. And the best way to do this is to use your creative imagination. That's the C of my ABC. Continue to listen as I do a Mind Bites mindfulness meditation at the end of this video. That's the C, the creative imagination. The seventh tip, the final one, some words about my ABC method. Because this tip, if you follow me already, of course, you'll know about my ABC. They are psychologically proven techniques for reducing stress and anxiety and improving your overall well-being. They are easy to use, but what's hard, what's difficult, is to make them your good habit by practicing them regularly. You can find out what each of the letters means by going to my mind site on my website, mindcircles.co.uk. But for today, keeping these motivational videos short, I'm going to use my C through one of my mind bites, which I feel is appropriate for today's video, and one you can use when you are struggling with loss, no matter what that is. There's no answer to the pain going away or the grief ending, but what I do know is that I like to think of it as enduring life, enduring each day in a different way. I don't call myself a survivor, nor do I call myself a victim. I prefer to think of myself as enduring life in a different way, even positive, with resilience and courage. And when you have resilience and courage, you can do this, because resilience and courage are the keys to endurance. So for today, my ABC would be A, an affirmation. I endure life in a different, even positive way. Say that 3 times. The B, vitally important, is how you breathe. So practice the effective breathing that's from the diaphragm. Take a couple of minutes or so and just do nothing else. Focus on your breathing. It calms, relaxes, and energizes you. The effect of breathing is from the diaphragm, not from the shoulders, but from the diaphragm. Breathe in through your nose to the count of 3. You hold for the count of 3, and then exhale through your mouth to the count of 3. And then C, this is about using your creative imagination. And for today, my Mind Bites meditation is to help you move forward confidently when you're experiencing loss, or just indeed wanting to move through life confidently. You may be someone who's able to manage your emotions, but there are so many others who are overwhelmed and exhausted by their thoughts, finding it difficult, even impossible, to manage their emotions. This is where my ABC method helps if you use it regularly. It's got to become your good habit. My son was someone who found his thoughts overwhelming, and I remember the words of the song by Johnny Nash played at the celebration of his life. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. So for those who have lost a loved one, remember you'll experience dark times and times when you're just emotionally overwhelmed, and it's then that you must let the tears fall until you feel you've got no more tears. Say their name, talk to them, give them hugs. Don't let anyone else tell you what to do. The pain of grief has no time limit. If you can, and I know through my ABC you will be able to do this, you can find your courage and resilience more than you believed possible, and you can use the ABC in a constructive way that your loved one would want. And more than that, by doing this, you're honouring their life. They are in your heart and soul forever. I now end this video, as I promised, with my Mind Bites mindfulness meditation called the Golden Sphere. This meditation is effective in any situation, but particularly one where you feel vulnerable. It's a form of protecting yourself from any negative emotions from others. It helps you move forward confidently, and you can adapt this to any situation. So, take a moment to sit comfortably with your back against the chair, upright but relaxed. You don't want to be stiff or tense. Relax your hands on your thighs. Now close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose to the count of 3. Hold to the count of 3, and then exhale through your mouth to the count of 3. Imagine yourself standing on a sun-drenched sand. Feel the sun on your face. Feel the warmth. You feel relaxed. On your right, there is a large golden sphere, glowing, warm, and golden. You feel its warmth all around you. You are relaxed. You are warm. A feeling of calm engulfs you, and you know that you are safe. You feel confident. You feel calm. Take a deep breath in through your nose to the count of 3. Hold to the count of 3. And then exhale through your mouth to the count of 3. Now say in your mind the words, I am calm. I am confident. I am resilient. I have the courage to move forward in a positive way. Now take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, open your eyes and then bring yourself back into where you are now. Stretch your arms, perhaps even yawn, and then shuggle your shoulders, shrug your shoulders to release that tension. And to honour my gorgeous son on this anniversary, you are darkness, you are light. You are 1,000 winds that blow. You are the diamonds in the snow. You are the sunshine in the rain. When I walk the dog, you are the swift, uplifting rush of wind. You are the birds circling in flight. You are the soft star shining bright at night. Remember also my 2 tips. Smile and laugh. They cost you nothing. Of course, please subscribe to my channel, it's free, and leave comments on what you would like me to talk about in my Motivational Monday videos. And virtual hugs to you all. Thank you for watching and listening. Until the next time. Bye for now.